y'all feeling? What's good? Don Vito right here. We got my man Kal Dawson, you know, QB's finest, came all the way from Queens, you know. Black Rob died, DMX died, you know. Right now, we just wanted to talk about the brothers. You know, we grew up with them, we know a lot about them. So my man Kal came over because he wanted to talk about, you know what I'm saying, Black Rob and, you know, his last few weeks or few months or maybe even a year before, you know, even got to the point where he had passed away and all that, yo. So, Kal, what's up, bro?
What's up, Don Vito?
How you, man? I ain't seen my dude in a minute.
Yeah, you know, my name always in the blogs about something, you know what I mean? Controversy dude.
You know why? Because you're working. You know what I'm saying? When you're working, that's when people start chitter-chatting and all that.
It's funny, right? Because the people, right, who say that on social media, they're not even doing nothing. You're not managing nobody, you're not in no position, but you got an opinion about something. You know, that's why, you know, that Black Lives Matter shit. I don't even fuck with that shit because, you know, the same people scrutinize you all black.
All the time. Hey, but at the end of the day, you know, like you was saying, like, a lot of dudes ain't working right now. Their relevance went down, you know, and they say you still rolling, you still moving, so, you know, that's when the hate comes out, man. Because if you wasn't doing that, they had nothing to talk about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But, you know, I came here to you, right, there's a lot of stories going around, a lot of mishaps. So I came here on your show, right, to clear the air. You know what I mean? Like, I was managing Black Rob. I was the one in the hospital and recorded that video because Rob been, you know, in a bad predicament. I've been messing with Rob since the summer of 2020. You know what I'm saying? So he came. I booked him to come to Atlanta All-Star Weekend. Him and Mr. Cheeks. My man Marcus Macy. He got GE Films. He booked Black Rob, Cheeks, Ed Lover, Benzino, Cassidy, and Beanie Siegel. So end of the day, right? My whole thing was, you know, after Rob came to Atlanta to perform, like whoever he was staying with, in 137th, that individual texted him was like, "Yo, where you at? You might as well just stay there. Don't come back here." Da 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 da. So you know, he told me the phone like, "Yo, I ain't got no spot to go to because where I was staying at, you know, my cousin, aunt, whoever, they on some bullshit." Da 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 da.
Right.
So okay, cool. He stayed from March 5th. He always been in Atlanta. He never came back to New York. Period. So he was down there, you know, his son was down there. And then he was trying to get Rob in the hotel. You know, the money that he got paid to come down there, he got himself a hotel room. So he was trying to figure some things out. So in return, the individual right now that's holding the camera, his name is Goldmouth. He's a rapper out of, you know, Georgia. You know,
Shout out to Goldmouth.
He came out of his pocket and put Rob in the hotel for a week in Stockbridge, Georgia. You know, so while he was in the hotel, I think Rob started, you know, swelling up because he wasn't going to his dialysis, he was going 3 times a day. So he started swelling up, and he took him to, if I'm correct, he took him to Wellstar Hospital in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So Goldmouth had told me, Rob in the hospital, you know what I mean? He started swelling up, blah, blah, blah. So I went there, you know, at the time I couldn't go upstairs, though, but I bought some food and left it downstairs, so one of the nurses came. Right. So when Rob got out the hospital, before he got out that predicament, you know, he was like, "Yo, take me to my man Cricket live in Fayetteville, Georgia." So I called my man Big Blacker. So he was like, "Yo, Rob need a place to stay." So we took him to the dude in the Cricket house in Fayetteville, Georgia. Cricket is a drummer. So while he was staying at Cricket House, you know what I mean, trying to figure out some things with, you know, with Rob again, because I fuck with him. See, I don't have years experience with Rob. I wasn't around him 20 years, 30 years. I know he was a rapper from Harlem, from New York, signed a Bad Boy. He had a good run of his career. Shit just went left. That's all I know. You know what I mean? I can't tell you stories about, you know, him doing what he was doing before he taking bags and doing this. I don't know him, that stuff.
Right.
No, I ain't from Harlem.
Right.
I mean, so people that's from Jefferson and all that stuff, they can tell you stories about them.
So you see, your man put him up in the hotel.
Goldmouth had put him in the hotel for like 4 or 5 days.
Right.
I mean, so in the midst of that being in the hotel, him and his wife took Rob to the, admitted him to the hospital, Wellstar in Atlanta, Georgia. So Rob was there for about maybe 5, 6 days. When he got out from there, you know, we had arrangements for him to go to my man Cricket House in Fayetteville, Georgia. So, you know, while he was there, you know what I mean, seeing shit happen, Cricket told me, like, "Yo, this guy's swelling up," you know what I mean, like, you know what I mean, he need to go to the hospital. So he admitted him to Fayetteville, Piedmont Fayetteville. And it's crazy because Cricket called me right now and shit. You know what I mean? So, my thing is, you know, the dude who's running Rob's Instagram page, at one time he might have been his road man or something like that, but he was not active with Black Rob. A lot of people come up to Woodworks now, they was not fucking with Rob. I mean, I'm clearing the air out because Black Rob doesn't run his Instagram page. Because today on Atlanta radio station, they said, you know, his manager didn't know where he was at, and the guy who put the video up there was clout chasing and for likes and followers on Instagram. The man was fucked up. Ain't no such thing of clout chasing. Some people comment like, "Yo, they getting robbed for his money." What money? He ain't had no money.
Right.
He ain't had no money. What money?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
I had him in Detroit, October 24th, with him and Ben Siegel in Club Views. And Big 50 was with us. You had on your show.
Yeah.
We interviewed her on the show. She reposted this shit. She's like,
she
damn,
did. Yeah.
you know, I fuck with that dude.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't know. They just decide saying this, saying that. But I say a lot of people was not fucking with Rob until now he died and everybody got something to say now. You know what I mean? So I'm the one that made the video. When he was in the hospital, I came there to go see him. He tried to check himself out that day. DMX passed away. I asked him how he feel about X. He won't comment on X shit. You know what I mean? Came back to the hospital again to see Rob. He discharged himself out. His man came pick him up. You know what I mean? And then, you know, I got with Rob, put him in a hotel. What's that? The Residence Inn is on P Street in Atlanta. You know, so when we shot that video in the hotel room, that's when Rob was saying that, you know, he in a lot of pain. You know what I'm saying? He been, for the last 5 years, been going through shit with his health. You know what I mean? He been having them strokes and shit. I ain't know for the last 5 years.
Right.
So people who so-called was fucking with him, you know what situation, but everybody's for self. Now everybody called opportunists.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, you got a raw deal. So now when that video went out, you know what I mean? Then, you know, that guy that he was signed to, you know, first of all, DJ Self called me first. You know what I mean? DJ Self called me and spoke to somebody that was the big dog over there at Rockefeller. I'm gonna say his name. You know what I mean? He reached out, was like, yo, what do he need? He didn't say, give him my prayers and nothing. Yo, what do he need?
Right.
He needs his own place, you know what I mean, a little condo or something like that. You know, he need everybody can get back and forth to Dallas 3 times a week and make feel comfortable. Okay, fine. So that person, and they're supposed to do what he did, you know, then, you know, through another party, they said the label that he was signed to, the big honcho over there, reached out to them, you know what I mean, called, you know what I mean, was like, yo, what's up, da-da-da-da. I said, yeah, somebody was talking and said, yeah, you know, homie, that's the truth, da-da-da. So the hotel that I paid for Rob, homie that owned that label, extended for us 2 weeks. I guess that was a little grace period to feel what we're gonna do with him. So that's where he was staying at. I said, I've been with him. Like I said, I got multiple videos of me walking down the street with him. Me and Kid Goldmouth were kicking down. Somebody started a GoFundMe program, right? So now I see people looking for you know, to check in. I reached out to this guy named Mike Zombie, right? So he said that, you know, he reached out to he DM'd Black Rob. I said, Black Rob doesn't run an Instagram page at all. So whoever you DM him at, the dude my name, he wasn't talking to Rob. So I got in contact with that dude, right? Me and him talk. I said, whatever you accumulate, you know what I mean? I got my bank and route information because I don't make route every day.
Right.
So I talked to the dude, right? And he said, all right, cool. He's a producer, matter of fact. He's from Jersey, but staying in L.A. And he just did that because he's a musician. So he's like, I'm in the music business. I know it's fucked up, but right now I think he raised about 30 bands for him. Mark Kirby, you know what I mean? Backdoor me, some typical nigga shit. Backdoor, got involved with the dude and make it seem like, yeah, man, you know, I'm Rob Man, Mark Kirby, so whatever you do for Mark. So now it comes to the shade shit comes in because you see Mark Kirby name as the beneficiary. I don't got history with Mark Kirby. He's not my man. He was just like a rapper that was on that label. Rob told me that, you know, him and Mark Kirby lived together. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened the relationship was, but, you know, he stuck his nose in that shit somehow, you know what I mean? I ain't with the bullshit. I just mind my business, but a lot of people that's around Rob, I'm keeping it for they phony, they fake, it wasn't real. The man was just suffering, it was just fucked up for a minute. I just made, I'm saying, that video in the hospital because it got out of control and he needs help beyond me. I'm not a multi-millionaire. I mean, because people who was fucking with him should have been like, well, then let me call and be like, you know what, we're gonna find a hospital in the United States that's good for this stuff. We're gonna ship him there, you know what I mean? And then, you know, if he got to be there, admitted there, you know what I mean? And got the little, what you call that, the rehabilitation in it.
Yeah.
Let him stay there.
It possibly saved his life.
Yeah, let him stay there. But no, I'm keeping official. Nobody did nothing really like that for him. Nobody. Now he dead. Oh, okay, pay for the funeral now, man. That's why I put the video out there so everybody got something to say. Yeah, I did that, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't about no clout chasing. I got my own bread. I don't get no bread from Rat Raw. I got my own paper. You know what I'm saying? I ain't asking nobody for nothing.
Right.
He called me, cash at me that, or something. Alright, fuck it. I mean, my man Goldmouth was on the camera, you know what I'm saying? He came in his pocket, like, yo, I just put the man in no thing because I don't want to see nigga fucked up. And he met Rob through me. He don't got history with him.
Right.
He from Georgia. That's where he from. But these so-called phony motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? They trying to say, like, hey, man, y'all fuck with Robin. He was not doing that. I got proof of my phone that I show you contracts they signed, getting them book show. He was out of Detroit. On New Year's, he was in Brooklyn, somebody's house. He came down to Atlanta, Georgia, All-Star Weekend. He got had a show booked for him Saturday, April 24th in Detroit. Another show lined up for him May 30th in Gary, Indiana. And another show lined up for him April 14th in Griffin, Georgia, with Cheeks. And I have also on the Get Down Later on tour, it was with Black Rob, Mr. Cheeks, Benny Siegel, and Freeway on the same ticket.
Right.
So who the fuck was managing him?
Right.
You tell me. You know what I'm saying? Like this phony shit, but man, that's another rapper, you know what I'm saying, that died. You know what I'm saying? That he didn't deserve that. That's all I'm saying. He didn't deserve that.
Right. All he needed was like, you know, dude, you know, Rob, you know, Rob from Harlem, from what I know.
We just left from 115th, from Jefferson Project. They got the, you know, the candles out there for him. You know, that's what typical black shit. Somebody died. Everybody want to put candles out there and all that. Regardless of what his past was, and you know, said he burned some bridge with some people. Maybe he felt he wasn't comfortable with his surroundings. You know what I mean? Like he didn't want to come at something. Then somebody reached out to me on Instagram, was like, "Yo, you need to put him on the first plane, spoken back to New York. Put him up where? He had nowhere to live in New York.
Yeah.
Where? Where's he gonna go? First plane. Okay, where's he gonna go? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like that's some more corny shit. So I did what I could do. You know what I mean? So anybody got something to say? I don't want to shut the video. Both of them. Yeah, because it was a cry for help for him. I don't have no kidney problem. I ain't on dialysis. I'm good. I had coronavirus. I ain't reached out for nobody to help me. I had that New Year's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, he got a raw deal.
So, what he die from? Kidney failure? What he die from?
God, what he die from?
They say cardiac arrest. They say he had I guess a heart failure or something.
Heart failure, right. Heart
but
failure.
they say his organs just completely shut down, you feel me? So
I left Rob Thursday. Cause he went to the music park. Matter of fact, he was in the music park hanging out with Goldmouth and his wife. We got footage of that. I left from Thursday. He left his phone Wednesday at the music park. I went there Thursday with Rob to pick up his phone. Thursday night, I told him, look, I'm leaving Friday. I got a show with Benny Siegel and Freeway in Hampton, Virginia. That's April 16th. April 17th, I had a line gig for Chiefs in Baltimore, Maryland. I'll be back Sunday. Saturday, we left Hampton, Virginia. Halfway to Maryland, the lady that was taking them, Queen, she was taking them to dialysis and changing his bandages and shit like that, doing for him. Good people. She from Harlem. She lived in Harlem. Her husband was cutting Rob's hair. They knew Rob from Harlem. So they all got bit Rob because of Rob's man, a dude named Wop. He got a couple of juice bars down there in Georgia. He from Manhattan as well.
Right.
Long story short, she called me. She was crying. What's going on? I said, yo, man, you know, it's Rob. What about? What happened? You know what I mean? I'm on the highway with Goldmouth. What happened? Yo, we went to the hotel, and Rob was on the floor. You know, his legs ain't working. He can't feel his legs. So, you know, they took him to the hospital. Rob told it was Queen, Mark Curry, and Black Rob. So Rob told, I guess, Curry and them and Queen, I don't want to stay at the hospital, They took him from that hospital and took him to another hospital. Rob said, I want people to stick no needles in me, fuck that shit, And they took him from there to some juice bar that his man owned. And I guess his organs, respiratory system, was fair. I mean, it was responsible. So she said that, you know, Rob was like, his head was going back to his head and all the other shit, and she was trying to revive him. Then he rushed to the hospital, and then I guess that's when, you know, they couldn't save him. My thing was this, though. You know, I believe, you know what I mean, like Mark Curry should have made Rob stay in that hospital. Like, when I shot that video, Rob told me, I'm going to discharge and leave. I'm going to go to the X funeral. You can't do nothing for X. X is gone right now.
Right.
Stay your ass in here.
Yeah, you need
So
help.
you could have just told the medical people, yo, listen, take him. He said his legs ain't working, and let him be there. And I'm stamping that, so if he feel any certain way, he come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? He should just force the man to stay in the hospital, because he ain't his right train of thought. He had 5 strokes. You know what I mean? So come on, like, that's the simple thing to do.
Right.
So, he got problems, like I said, I got Mark Curry's number, he got mine. I'm saying, you can holler at me, we can meet up, and then we can talk about it on another note. Simple as that.
That's crazy, man.
So I think if they would have did that, then be admitted, he would have been here to this day. But once again, though, that first video, we like, yeah, it went viral, but it was like, it was more so like an eye opener to his condition. He been like that. He been fucked up. You know what I mean? Everybody want to keep shit hush hush, like, you know, But like, maybe he worked more. Some people dead than he's alive now. So I'm pretty sure, like, you know, somebody out there probably talking about doing a documentary about him and all the other shit.
Documentary.
All the other good shit.
He owns his masters?
Probably not.
Probably not. You know,
the masters probably publishing.
They grabbing that up, you know, stuff like that. That's great. How many kids he got?
I know he got a son
And a daughter, right?
and a daughter, but he got other kids. But like I said, I don't have history. I know he got Rob Jr.
Right.
and a daughter named Diamond. I mean, she said something on, you know, Instagram. I shot back, mixed it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, like I said, you know what I mean? Like, everybody got their little, you know, hit agendas, their vices. My thing is this. One thing you can say about me, man, I ain't no informant. I ain't on no gay time. My paper is straight all the way around the board. You know what I mean? I didn't help that man. I didn't ask that man for nothing. You know what I mean?
So that video you showed me a minute ago, when was that? That show?
That was in Atlanta, Georgia, All-Star Weekend. That's his last performance.
Okay.
That's his last
He
performance.
looked pretty healthy to me at that time. Like he was all right.
But that was before the hospital. He came from New York. That was before that.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was on stage doing his thing. Then while he was down there in Atlanta, because you know you just can't go to a doctor. So you got to be assigned to them through Medicaid and all that shit. I don't know if he had health insurance or what. I don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So while you're not getting your dialysis, I mean, they Freeway's in that situation. The rapper, you know, he had a kidney. So I don't know how far off Rob was. You know what I'm saying? As far as health wise, but he was alright. He came down there. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, not going dialysis, then, you know, swelling up. So, trying to think.
So he died
in Atlanta.
In Atlanta. We died in Atlanta.
Right. Not New York, in Atlanta.
At the juice bar.
He
At
never.
the juice bar?
For March 5th of 2021, Rob was never in New York. I got my email, his contracts, you know what I'm saying? Me signing shit, booking them shows, doing everything. I got flyers in here, him on it, you know what I mean? So I was the one managing him. The dude running his page was not involved with Rob's career. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's sucky shit going on.
That's crazy, man. One week we lose DMX, next week we lose Black Rob. Who would ever thought something like that, man?
And that shit's sad, man. It's
crazy.
like, you know
what I'm saying, bro?
It's crazy.
It's crazy, man.
Rob called me from the hospital.
Here's a fly right here.
Yeah.
Maybe came down to Atlanta All-Star Weekend.
Yeah. Exactly. Man, Kal Dawson, right? He got videos he showed me. He been around him the last few months.
Last 6, 7 months.
6, 7 months. He was there. He know the real story. That's why he came to Harlem, come talk to Don Vito, and we chopping it up, you know? The last days of Black Rob, you know?
I'm gonna show you something else. I mean, like I said, I'm a realist. People, I did it for Rob, did that for Rob. Everybody want to say this something for Rob now, but nah. They fronting right now because if you knew better, you do better. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, there's another one for you.
Yeah.
April 24th is this Saturday. Black Raw. There's another one.
And he ain't make it.
He ain't make that
Pull
one.
that up. God bless him, he ain't make that one. But they had shows lined up for the brother, you know?
And that was money in his pocket.
Exactly.
Oh, it gets better. Got some more. It gets better. I mean, this shit is sad, man. Like, you know, look, another one, May 30th. Y'all can hear this one. May 30th, this is gonna be Gary and Leander for Black Raw. Memorial Day weekend, Gary and Leander.
Yo, I'm getting ready to put y'all up on something, man. Yo, when you see something ill, you know what I mean?
My thing is like this: it's not what you say, what you can prove. So
Exactly.
who was helping this man? You see it, who right there?
Exactly.
You know, they ain't got that in their phone. I'll tell you that. They ain't got it.
I gotta say this though, Cal. I never forget, man. Like 2 days before Rob got out of the hospital, he called me and shit. He like, "Hey, go out, man. Come get me out of the hospital. DMX just died." He was like in a panic. And I'm like, "Man, what you mean come get you out of the hospital? You just had surgery." He like, "Man, I'm ready to leave this bitch right now." I'm like, "Man, listen, man, you can't leave the hospital." He like, "But I want to pay my homage to DMX." I'm like, "Listen, man, you got to make sure, first we got to get your health right first,
Right.
before we can think about getting you out to pay homage to DMX, because if you don't get your shit right, then you're going to be dead right along with DMX.
Exactly.
He's like, "Oh, man, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm going to chill out." And I be, goddamn, I left him in the hospital, and somebody went behind our back and went and got him out the hospital. And they got him out a little bit too early, man. So that's a lot about
And
that's a lot of what
that
happened.
was the Saturday. I went to the hospital to go see Rob, and they telling me I'm downstairs waiting to go upstairs. They tell me, "Oh, he's discharged. Somebody came pick him up." He wasn't in no condition for all that. But you know,
Yeah.
so
So the one that came to pick him up, you know what I'm saying, contributed to him losing his life pretty much.
and the person who came to
Should've
pick
stayed in the hospital,
right,
man.
the person who came to pick
You know
him
what I'm
up,
saying? That's the safest place to be,
the
man.
person who
Yeah,
came to pick him up,
man.
he stayed in Atlanta. He didn't have Rob staying in his crib. So we pick him up for to bring him where? Like I just said.
Yeah, I mean, to be real, that it's real fucked up though. You know what I'm saying? You, like now, that the best shit Cal could have did though.
Can you pause it? I can just
Yeah,
get you on there, you know what I mean?
Continuation vibe with Don Vito. You got my man. They tell everybody who you are, bro.
I'm Goldmouth, man. I'm the CEO of Premature Records, man. Free Rollo, you already know what it is, man.
All right, so what we just talking about a minute ago about Black Rob, man? Listen.
Oh yeah, around the last 6 months, Cal introduced me to Black Rob, so I always, growing up and shit, I was a fan, you know what I'm saying, of the whole Bad Boy movement, you know what I'm saying? So, it was just ironic how when I seen Black Rob, I still had the respect that I always had for the brother,
Right,
but
right,
you know what I'm saying,
right.
it was ironic that, I thought, maybe he'll be in a real good financial and healthy position. So the shit just fucked me up, to know that, niggas wasn't fucking with him. You feel me? And, you think a brother like that, I have a lot of support and
Right.
shit, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
niggas wasn't fucking with him. He was practically homeless, you know what I'm saying? Even when Cal introduced me to him like 6 months ago, we was in Detroit. He was practically homeless then, you know what I'm saying? And the little money he was getting, it was on the strength of, the brother Cal getting them shows here and getting, little gigs and so on and so forth.
Right,
so the
right.
shit was strange to me.
Right.
So All-Star Weekend, every time me and Rob, you know what I'm saying, me and Rob's son, Rob Jr., you feel me, we stayed in communication. So when he came down to Atlanta for All-Star Weekend and shit, his son called me. He like, "Hey, go mom, man, we gotta go back to New York, and my dad ain't allowed to come back to New York, you know what I'm saying, to live with us, so he ain't gonna have nowhere to go." So I'm like, "What the fuck? What y'all mean he ain't got nowhere to go?"
Right.
So it was strange to me, that he ain't had nowhere to go. So Black Rob called me himself. He like, "Go mom, man, I'm at this hotel. They're gonna be kicking me out the room and shit, and I ain't got nowhere to go."
Right.
So, I got a lot of shit going on. I run a whole label. I got a whole family. I don't know him like that. You feel me?
Right.
So, I was like, damn, my nigga. So, I called Cal. I couldn't reach him.
Right.
Because I was wondering what the fuck what to do. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So, me, being a person I'm like, fuck it, my nigga. Don't worry. I'm coming to get you. I ain't finna let you be outside no motherfucking hotel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I went and got him and shit. He like, "Man, I ain't got nowhere to go." You know what I'm saying? can you know, I wanted to take him to my house,
Right.
but you know, I got my wife and I got my 2 daughters there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I tell you what, I'll just do what's real, do what's safe all the way around the border and what's convenient and comfortable.
Right.
So I went and got a motherfucking hotel room, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, so I'm thinking, you know, he was gonna,
Right.
you know, give me the money to pay for it, because
Right.
I put it in my name and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But he ain't had a check, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that in a bad way, you know,
Right, I
I'm trying
got
to make
you.
him look bad. I'm just
Right.
showing you his condition, his
Yeah,
situation.
they need to notice though.
Yeah,
They need
you
to
know what I'm
notice.
saying?
Yeah, they need to notice.
So I fucked around and you know, I got him a room for like 5 days. I got him a room
Harlem?
for 5 days.
This
Shit was
came
down
from
there,
Rob,
man.
Black Rob
You know,
Gold Building.
I went ahead and gave him, you know what I'm saying, $1,000, put $1,000 up, got him a room for that day.
Uh-huh.
I mean, for them 5 days at the hotel, you know. And in the meantime, you know, he come tell me to come get him every day. You know, I bring him some trees and shit for him to smoke on. So I come get him on my nigga. Or when I ain't there, my nigga, I'm gonna go to the room and bring him food to make sure he was straight. So I came in the room one day. I'm like, man, what the fuck? The food for the last 3-4 days just was sitting there, like all the hamburgers, cause he love hamburgers.
Yeah, nigga
You
ain't
know,
eat.
Black Raw, he love motherfucking burgers.
Yeah.
You ask him what he want, he gonna tell you, man, I want a motherfucking burger. Give me a cheeseburger, go him out. So all these cheeseburgers that my nigga done been bringing him and that we have been buying him was just sitting in the room. So I'm like, damn, my nigga, you ain't even eating. So I'm like, you know, have you went to dialysis? So my wife got on the phone calling different dialysis centers trying to, you know, get him to, you know, so we can go ahead and get him dialysis, because he ain't had dialysis like in 4 days. And then according to what he told me, he hadn't been to dialysis in 4 days in New York. So that's then in 10 days you didn't miss dialysis.
Yeah, he killing himself.
You know what I'm saying? So you killing. So I want to consult with people. They like, man, he got a lot of toxins in his body. And you know, I don't know the situation of dialysis. I learned just being around him. But you know, he had all kind of toxins and shit, that fluids on his body and shit that he had to get let off. So he still didn't want to go to dialysis. So I'm like, man, listen, bro, I ain't got no choice but to take you to the hospital.
Right.
So my wife like, yeah, he gotta go. He gonna end up dying. So he's, you know, he was moving like a little slower, but he was trying to, you know, just fight it, act like himself. But you know, he didn't want to accept the fact, I guess, that he was really sick and he needed medical attention. So he like, man, before you take me to the dialysis, man, I'm hungry. I need a cheeseburger. So I take him downtown to Atlanta, and we stopped and got him a cheeseburger. And when we took him to the hospital, you know, we went. My wife took him inside. And, you know, they admitted him immediately in the hospital. They were like, man, immediately they admitted him to the hospital. And you know, he from that stint right there, he stayed in the hospital down there 8 to 10 days because he was fucked up, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because I kept calling, we calling every day, like, man, I'm calling Cal. Cal, like, man, I went up there to see him. He ain't out yet, y'all. So I tell Cal, man, you know, he called me because I was in Florida. I hadn't flew to Florida. He was like, man, I said, Cal, bring some food up there. So Cal went and took him some food up there and, you know, dropped it off in the front, but they wouldn't let him out for shit. So I knew then he was really fucking up. You see what I'm saying? So, and like I say, it still fucked up because niggas ain't fucking with him. I'm like, damn, you know, this nigga was one of the biggest artists on Bad Boy. How the fuck y'all let y'all motherfucking, you know, how the fuck we in the hip hop community allow legends like this to suffer like this?
Yeah.
And you got some them niggas, the Puff Daddies, all the niggas in the industry that fuck with this nigga, the Jiggers, or whoever claim to be cool with this guy. They supposed to, you know, what the fuck, nigga, y'all go in the strip club, y'all niggas throw $100,000 at some bitches y'all don't even know in the strip club. Y'all niggas will give a bitch 50 bands for some pussy low key. What the fuck is, you know what I'm saying, throwing a brother who then made you $100 million or whatever, made you $1 million or 5 bands or 10 bands to make sure you got somewhere to stay.
Or you can live.
I call a motherfucker and say, man, you know what, man, my partner needs some good medical attention. You know, let him go to some good doctors, you know, start a kidney drive or whatever the fuck it is to help a brother out when y'all niggas throwing away money and all motherfucking flossing for the world because y'all niggas really got it. So if you got real love and genuine care for a nigga, you ain't gonna hesitate to call a motherfucker to make sure he got adequate medical attention. That's the minimum.
Yeah, the minimum,
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it just fucked up. So the other day, when he ended up going back. After he got out of the hospital, he went back to the hospital. So I'm like, man, my wife was like, man, this shit ain't looking real good for Rob. He keep having to go back to the hospital. So, you know, he went back to the hospital. This time he stayed down there 10 days. They had lung surgery and all types of tools on him and shit Cal was telling me about. So he called me, he like, hey, go out. I'm like, what's up? He had heard DMX had died. He said, go out, man, come here. He like, come here. I'm like, where you at? So he couldn't tell me where he was at because he didn't know his location. I'm like, man, tell me where the fuck you at. So he couldn't tell me. So I called Cal. I'm like, man, where the fuck this nigga at? He like, man, he at a hospital. So I'm like, oh, cause he don't know where he's at. He just in Atlanta. He don't know where he at.
Right,
so
right.
he like, man, I'm trying to leave this motherfucking hospital. Man, DMX didn't die. I'm a part of that.
Right.
He was excited. He was like, I'm a part of that, man. I need to leave. I'm like, bro, you can't leave the hospital. You just had surgery yesterday, day before yesterday. These people need to observe you to make sure that you good before
Right.
you get released. See what I'm saying? So he like, no, man, I'm telling you, go. I need to go pay my motherfucking respects to DMX. I mean, he was adamant about this.
Yeah.
So I said, listen, man. You know, normally I kind of be like mild with him or try to, you know, put a little chase on. I'm like, man, listen, man, you fucked up, man. You just as sick. I said, man, you fuck around and leave that hospital without being observed. You gonna fuck around and be what DMX too. You gonna be dead.
Yeah.
So what we need to do, we need to get your health right. You know what I'm saying? Before we motherfucking get you out that hospital.
Right.
So you can live. Cause one thing DMX would tell you if he was alive,
Right.
nah, bro, make sure you are
Yeah.
all right. I'm already
Exactly.
where I'm at.
Right,
Make
right.
sure that you are right
Right.
before you end up where I'm at.
Right.
And that's what I told him. He like, man, you know what? You right, man. You right. So that was that. So I be goddamn. When next time I checked on him, they telling me, oh yeah, Black Rob out the hospital. I said, man, who the fuck then when they got this man out the hospital? They supposed to made him, and even if he was adamant like he was with me, because I brought reality to him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't
right.
even know him like that, but I had genuine love in my heart for the brother.
Right, I got you.
So I'm like, man, y'all motherfuckers, whoever came and got him, his partner who 20 years, whoever his name is, he came and got him from the hospital. He supposed to been the main one talking about, listen, man, stay here, brother. You
Right.
need to stay here. You know, this is love. This is care.
Right.
You don't let no motherfucking man who don't know what the fuck going on, who ain't even got the mental stability and health, the adequate health condition to make such decision, you know, and give you a decision, make a
Exactly.
decision for you to come get him out of the hospital.
It's crazy.
See what I'm saying?
And then the nigga leave the hospital and go where? You said he had nowhere to live.
he had nowhere to go.
So where you going?
Cal done got him a room. Cal went during this time. This is when you seen the video that Kal Dawson posted went viral.
Right.
Okay. Cal had, because originally I was upset about who posted this video. I'm saying to myself, man, who the fuck will go in this hospital and post a video like this?
Yeah,
I was upset about it.
yeah.
Cause I didn't know. I was thinking a motherfucker really chasing clout.
Right, right,
but you
right.
know what, man? That's the best shit Cal could have done. Post that motherfucking video. You know why? Because it shined a light on his real, true condition.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that's what made me realize his true condition. For real, because I was going through my, you know, and he, you know, one of my friends on social media. So I'm just looking through the social media, I see Rob's. Oh, the fuck Rob shit like that? I didn't know he was that bad, is what I'm trying to tell you. When I saw the video, I said, damn, Rob, first one, Lord, DMX, Rob about to die too? That's the first thing came to my mind.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
So-
I didn't know. At
Right.
first, why would he do this?
Right.
I'm wondering why would Cal do this? But then, in hindsight, the wisdom of posting this video, you know what that shit did? It shined the light directly on Rob, and it made all these pussy motherfuckers that claim they wanted to see the brother do good, who acting like they didn't know his condition. It made them come out the woodwork.
Right.
And this why all this GoFundMe and all these other motherfuckers get involved who ain't been fucking with him. So I say, you know what? Since these motherfuckers all about publicity and publicity stunt and doing shit, this political shit, okay, cool. Y'all niggas act like you really got care for the brother. Maybe you do got care for the brother. I don't know. That ain't for me to say. But what I can say, that shit shine a light on Black Rob and let the world into his world to know what the fuck's going on for people to come forward to try to assist him. And I just wish Cal would have did that shit. We would have thought we'd have had the wisdom to do that shit early on.
Early on.
So we could have got the help that we needed.
You know why you did that? Because y'all didn't think it was going to go that far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought eventually the love y'all was extended to him, and if you'd have listened, y'all could have saved him a little longer.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't know it was going to go that far. That's
I
what
didn't know it
happened.
was gonna go that far.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
So 2 days before he died, I had to go pick him up from the hotel. And you know, I didn't know this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought the nurses had let him out the hospital. I found out after the fact that he died that the people had went and got him out of the hospital, but really he didn't supposed to be discharged. You know what I'm saying? So he was
But what
premature. Whoa, the nigga that down in Atlanta, his partner that owned a juice bar. I don't know what the fuck is WAP. His name WAP. Yeah, the
Where they
brother.
from? Where they from?
I think he from Harlem somewhere.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so WAP went and got him out of the hospital. But the thing about it is that WAP ain't do a motherfucking thing for Black Rob though. When we was down in Atlanta. WAP ain't do shit for him. One time WAP was telling me about a dialysis system, about a dialysis center down there, and I ain't speaking bad, I'm just giving the facts. I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was telling me about a dialysis system, so I said, since you know where it's at, and you saying your people, you know, made the contact,
What's up?
do you want to make sure that he get there? He like, nah, man, I'm busy, this, that, or the other. So I'm like, okay, well, don't worry. So I drove an hour away to go get the brother Black Rob and take him to the dialysis center. And when I got there, the dude walked to me, oh, nah, I ain't called, I ain't made no arrangements. So now we couldn't even take him to this dialysis center. My wife had to, you know, make the arrangement to get him to a dialysis center. You see what I'm saying? So all the motherfuckers that be claiming they got love for a nigga and that they wanted to get involved when the press got involved, these motherfuckers ain't had a man best interest at heart, ain't do a motherfucking thing for him.
That's crazy.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's the shit that fuck with me. It's the fake shit for me, you know what I'm saying? Right. You know, if you really fuck with a nigga, you fuck with a nigga. Right. Or if you don't fuck with a nigga, just let it be known to the public. Listen, I don't fuck with you, nigga. Yeah. I mean, I got love for him, but I don't fuck with you to the degree that I want to, you know, put my energy, time, and resources and money behind you. Just be real.
Yeah, that's
because people don't know, you know what I'm saying? If I don't fuck with you, bro, it's like people don't know our history. And if I don't fuck with you, I got a reason not to fuck with you. And I'm entitled not to fuck with you. So I don't have to kick it like, yeah, me and you, yeah, my nigga, when it ain't like that. So just be real. If a nigga ain't fuck with Black Raw, it's okay for them to say, you know, yeah, we had a history and we was cool, but you know what I'm saying, we got on bad terms, and so we part our separate ways, and I choose not to, you know, assist him in this matter. It's simple, and they can't never respect that.
Facts.
Don't be acting like, yeah, this is my dog, yeah, man, you know, and you in a position to help him out, because then you fake as fuck. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the last couple of days, Rob called me, man, and I took him to the circus. Man, I'll show you the footage, man. It'll blow you, man. I took him to the circus. We playing motherfucking games. We get on a roller coaster, and 2 days later, you know what I'm saying, he passed. But I took him to the circus. He was like, man, I'm like, bro, you can't get on this ride. It's a roller coaster ride. Go crazy. I'm like, man, you can't get on this ride. He like, man, go mouth. I want to get on that motherfucking ride. I want to have fun. I mean, you acting like a kid.
Right.
Guess what happened, man? I take him on a ride. Man, he had the time of his life. When we got off the ride, he had a lot of money in his pocket because I guess a couple people had donated a couple bands or whatever to his situation. And he seen a little boy. And we was over there, you know how you throw the fucking darts at the balloon? And he seen a little boy came over there, man. He was like, man, so the girl was like, man, that's a legend right there, that's Black Rob. And I was surprised, like, who you talking about a legend? She like, him, I know who that is. She was like, he just got out of the hospital, can you take a picture with him? So Black Rob he was trying to focus on the game, so, I mean, throwing the darts so he can win some, we won a lot of little basketball. So I was like, yeah, when he get done, I got you, we gonna take some pictures. So, you know, we ended up taking some pictures with the girl, and he gave each one of the kids $45, man. And he was just leaving shit. He left his phone, he'll leave his bag, he was leaving everything as if he know he wasn't gonna be able to use this shit no more. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
so when I let him out at the room, Kal called me like, bro, you gotta have him at the hotel. But we hang out, I hang out with him like ain't shit wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? So Kal like, you gotta have him at the hotel to get bandaged up and shit. So I'm like, all right. So when he left my car that night, he left an envelope. It was a bank envelope in there. When I got home, I went to, you know, getting the trash out of my car. And I went in the envelope, man. He had then left a crispy $100 bill in there, man. Not the last time I seen him, bro.
Well, man, this story right here, you ain't gonna get from nobody else from what I see, man. You know, my man Kal Dawson. I say your name again?
Goldmouth.
My man Goldmouth.
Goldmouth found gone.
Goldmouth found gone. You know, they came all the way to Harlem to tell the story about Black Rob for his last days, man. These brothers here had genuine love for him, man.
I gotta show you this.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these stories they telling me right now is like, damn, man. You know, they tried to hold him. But, you know, shit just went to the left, man. You know, you got videos and stuff with him, man.
This me and Rob right here, he was hitting them darts. You gonna see
man,
this.
Turn that to the camera, man. Let them see that, man. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. Let them see that. That's Black Rob right there, y'all. His last days, man. Having fun. Yeah.
That shit funny as hell.
Wow. You know, Hey, listen, man, I thank y'all, man, for coming all the way over here, man, and come share the story with me right here, man. This is real right here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I
right
gotta let you
what
see
got?
this shit.
Oh, where you at? Turn that one around. Look, check this out, Cap.
We on a roller coaster ride with Rob. Rob.
Black Rob, there you go, man. Ain't no fake story, it's real, man. These brothers came here to bring the real last days of Black Rob. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
Cal
funny
said,
as
he
hell.
ain't grow up with him. He ain't know him about it maybe like a couple years.
Yeah.
My man right here knew him for a couple of months, and they show him all love than dudes that knew him for 20, 30 years from what I heard. You know what I'm saying? When the people really needed him, when chips was down, these two brothers was around, man, you know? And I thank you, man, for sharing that story with me for real, man.
Appreciate you for sure.
People want to hear about that, you know? But I'm going to hold this camera for a minute, man. I'm going to let y'all sit there for a second, man. You know?
Yeah, man, you know, we just did a little interview with, you know, Don Vito to let the truth be known. You know, it wasn't about no clout chasing. That man needed help. You know what I'm saying? So, a closed mouth don't get fed. So, everybody want to sugarcoat shit like the dude Mark Curry. He said Rob out the hospital. And I'm not speaking, this be talking, this is all facts. Mark Curry's like, yeah, you know, Rob out the hospital, he good, you know, I don't know who put that video up here, why he put it up. No, he's not good, because he's in a hotel telling you I'm in pain, I don't got no place to tell. How the fuck is he good? He said his own fucking mouth. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I did my part, you know what I mean? I got love for the dude, I'm gonna go to his funeral and stuff, then, you know, I'm just gonna go back in my lane and do what I do, because that whole situation, that circle, is some phony shit. I don't want to be part of that shit.
You know, Black Rob, he was a great inspiration, man. Not only in the hip hop community, but he impacted millions of people's lives, man. You know, he was a legend. I got nothing but love for him. I hate that, you know, we couldn't together as black people, you know what I'm saying, as in the hip hop industry. I hate that we couldn't have got together earlier on, you know, to prevent the brother from dying the way he died, because I feel like, you know, we could have took preventive measures had we got together on this issue. But you know, the brother is resting now. He's no longer in pain. You know, rest easy, Black Rob, man. Love you to death, bro.
And I'm gonna say this, right? When this video goes up, it's gonna be people making comments and stuff like this. Oh, they did it for clout. They did it. No, the fuck we did. What the fuck did you do though? What did you do? Cause you ain't know that, so don't start that clout shit. You know what I mean?
It's important that his story, that the real condition, the real situation be brought to the forefront.
Because that shit can happen to anybody. That shit happen to anybody. I FaceTime Bimmy. You know what I'm saying? When I was sitting down with Black Rob in the fucking by the hotel. You know what I mean? I FaceTime Bimmy. I'm talking to him. He's like, yo, that shit happen to anybody. It could be one of us next week. You know what I mean? A year from now, anybody can be in that situation.
Oh yeah. By the way, man. Hey, Puff Daddy, with due respect, I don't know you, but if you got any kind of control over Black Rob's masters, man, do what a real nigga do. And get that man kids his masters, man. Straight up. You don't need it.
Yeah, tell him. Yes. That's what she been saying. Like,
Yeah, somebody say something about the courtyard want to see Rob. I don't know. What was it about?
hold on, sir. I'm gonna cut it right here. She said the girl right there said whoever, I guess he was out here yesterday or something, they took a picture of him and they sent it to everybody right here with the courtyard. People told her she see him again, tell him to come to the courtyard, the manager at the courtyard line.
For what?
I don't know. She said whoever took a picture of him yesterday. I asked her how
We'll
she
see that when we come back through. Fuck all that. We all right.
We on a mission right now.